Hi everyone, this is Martin from Munich, Germany, and my mother tongue is also German. And during this challenge, I want to take on two languages, Portuguese and Romanian. So my past experience with Portuguese is mostly influenced by the languages I speak already. So I already speak German, English, French, Italian, and Spanish. And I was in Brazil last year for Carnival, and there I took a couple of lessons in Portuguese. But Portuguese was coming really easily to me because it's so similar to Spanish. And because of my knowledge about these other Romance languages, it was really easy for me to understand a lot of Portuguese that I heard there. And especially if I see it written down, it's really easy for me to understand Portuguese, but I would really like to improve my ability to speak it and to write it. I think that would be great if I could achieve this during this challenge. And then the other language I want to take on is Romanian. I don't have much experience with Romanian yet in general. The only experience I have was basically that I wrote my final paper for university. I wrote it about Romance languages in general, so I did a comparison between the grammars of the 5 biggest Romance languages, so Portuguese, Spanish, French, Italian, and Romanian, and that's where I learned a little bit about Romanian. So I know a few basic facts about the grammar, I know a bit about all the different aspects that distinguish it from the other Romance languages, but apart from that I don't know much about it at all, and it would be great if I could use this challenge to get to about like an intermediate level and to be able to have a conversation in Romanian. I'll definitely travel to Romania later this year once travel is possible again, and I think it would be really cool if I knew a little bit of Romanian at that point. Then the other question was, can you speak any other languages above beginner level? If yes, which language? So as I mentioned, my mother tongue is German, but I studied English, French, and Italian at university to become a language teacher. So my level in all these languages is pretty advanced. I would say I graduated from university with all those languages, and I probably have like a C1, C2 level in all those 3 languages that I studied at university. And then apart from that, I also speak Spanish at an intermediate level, I would say. So I'm relatively fluent, but I never really invested enough time into studying the grammar properly. So I would say Spanish is probably intermediate. So currently I speak 5 languages, and I would really love to use this challenge to get that number up to 7. That would be amazing. So what's my biggest struggle when it comes to language learning? I would say it's staying motivated, especially if I have to study by myself. I find that quite challenging if there's no supportive environment. I tried a couple of times to learn languages by myself, but it never really worked out. For example, I tried to take on Russian by myself, but I gave up fairly quickly because I think I really need that community of other language learners to support me, and I need that for my motivation. So I think this challenge is amazing exactly for that reason, because there is this community of learners, there are those teachers, and I'm really excited to get started. So why are you joining this challenge and what do you want to get out of it? So I'm really joining it to improve my language skills in Portuguese and Romanian, and I really hope to get to a conversational level when it comes to Portuguese, to be able to have basic conversations once I get back to Brazil, hopefully this year, as soon as travel is possible again. I definitely want to go back to Brazil and stay there for a longer time, and I hope to then be able to communicate with the locals, to have conversations. That would be pretty amazing. And with Romanian, I would really love to be able to get to an intermediate level, also so that I could travel there, and then also because I want to kind of complete my personal Romance languages Grand Slam, if you want to call it that, to speak all 5 big Romance languages. That would be pretty amazing, and that would be really cool if I can reach that goal during this challenge.